Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the AVS show. Got my bangles all shaking. Hi. So welcome. How is everybody doing?
Great.
Great. How's your week so far?
Good. Not bad. Good. You know.
I feel like you guys are sad, honestly.
I'm not sad. No.
Yeah,
It's just hot. It's hot outside.
All right, good. So let's bring it. We're bringing hot topics today. But before we do that, make sure to subscribe to the page. Go ahead, click that button, and also go on our Instagram page and follow us, the ABS Show. You can drop your comments there as well. We do read your comments, okay? So let's take it away. We're digging right into the hot topics. Who's going first?
I'm going first.
So,
all right. So I need to talk about this SARS situation happening in Nigeria. It is getting out of hand. Now, for those of you that don't know, SARS is a special anti-robbery squad in Nigeria. It's a squad part of the Nigerian police force, whatever police force they think is active. But supposedly they're supposed to be looking for armed robbers, tracking them down. They're supposed to be looking for 419 boys, as the fraud boys, stopping them, like investigative units. But all they do is terrorize people that dress well. And listen, it has graduated from just being like, boys with blonde hair or, watch or Gucci shoes or whatever. They now go as far as harassing women. So on Twitter, there's a whole movement. There's this guy, he's a lawyer. He's starting a movement trying to collect everybody's stories because since last year, it's been like through the roof. He's been collecting everybody's story. Recently, a girl actually gave a story of how they wanted to touch her. So many girls came out and said that they've been harassed, they've been fingered by these dirty people. Yes, by these dirty people that are looking for phones. They say you're hiding something, you're a prostitute, why are you dressed like this? She said they put her in a van because she wore a t-shirt and shorts. And they were asking for 100K, and she's like, they gave them 10K because that's all they had. But like, it could have been so much worse. So many people across the country have told their stories about being harassed by this, and people have come out to say that they've had family members that were killed in captivity because they put them in, throw them in jail, they torture them, flog them, do all sorts of horrible things to them. So there are coalitions on Twitter, lawyers and different people gathering all the sources of information about this. They're trying to send it to BBC. They said BBC is working on a documentary to expose this because they've talked about this, and the head of the police in Nigeria, Yomi, all he does is mock them and say, that they're doing the work, that the only people complaining are actually 419 people and robbers. But then these are actual, just happy human beings. Like, it's a crime to own an iPhone in Nigeria.
Wow.
I've heard a lot of these stories, and they're really bad. I recently heard about one maybe a week or so ago. A guy, the SARS stopped him or something. One way or another, they got his phone number, and then he got a text message saying that about money. He should send money to a number or something. He called the number, and then the phone in the SARS car started ringing. Yeah. And then the SARS officer started laughing like, "Oh, you be smart guy, you be smart guy." And then they let him go. Yeah, like that's really bad because they're supposed to be protecting the Nigerian citizens, not harassing them,
There's one that happened recently. One popular Nigerian artist called J1. Yeah. He was having his birthday party
in his house
in an estate, and still these people came in there and destroyed the whole party, arrested a lot of people for no reason, just because they were celebrating. Once they see you dressing nice or you look good, whether you're a guy or a girl now, you're in trouble. So that's wrong. That's totally wrong. I feel like the IG is not doing anything about it. So if CNN wants to take it up, better.
BBC,
or BBC,
it's
whatever.
So bad. Even Ricardo Banks actually tweeted it that they stopped him, cocked a gun in his face until they recognized him, and he's like, "What if I wasn't me?"
Right.
That he would be talking right now, and it shouldn't have to be only popular people because there's so many people that go through this and they're not celebrities as well.
So why did they even start this? Where is this behavior starting from? I don't understand.
The thing is,
hunger.
It's
hunger. There's no other. It's hunger.
It's hunger, it's poverty, and it's beef. Let me just use that word.
Jealousy.
Jealousy.
Can I say something though? Okay, so explain this to me because I really don't understand what's going on here, Nigerians. So they have the police force, and then they have SARS.
Right.
Who are hiring these SARS? Do they go through special training to become SARS? Because it's sounding to me that these people are just mean people in uniform attacking the citizens in Nigeria.
So essentially they're supposed to be police officers. So they are drafted from the Nigerian police officer into this special unit. So this is actually like a juicy unit. Like, you know, when you want a promotion, people want to be in SARS because they know the money that comes, because they know the extortion that they get, they get to be part of by being in this group. This was supposed to be for anti-robbery and anti-fraud, so they are supposed to be chasing after, even though robbers. Even though I don't think it makes sense that you have police on the streets looking for 419 boys. Like, are you going to open it? But back then in the day when I was back home, I know that if you have a laptop in your car, they will literally ask you to open it and like open your email and check what you have on there to find out. But now they've taken it too far. Like, just you're wearing glasses, these dreads, Timani is in trouble.
I think it's just meant to put fear into people. I think that's what it is.
Okay, so why I said that the issue is hunger is because they're abusing it. The issue is hunger because just for looking good, they want to extort money from you. They don't care. They just want to
actually stopped me, to be honest. In Lagos.
But they do that in New York City too. I mean, they don't harass you or anything. But if you walk around New York City, you can be stopped at any time. You can be stopped
at
any time. Say something.
But I mean, no one's gonna ask you to turn your laptop on. No one is going to finger you and stuff like that. No, that is like an invasion of privacy.
Yeah. So the recent tweet, just yesterday, there was a whole thread of a guy that was scared shitless. He said he's in their custody, and one of the police officers bragged about wasting people for less because they didn't cooperate. And there have been stories of people that have had family members be in SARS custody and never come back home. They kill young men because they cannot provide them money just for their extortion.
As Charlie said, shouldn't the Nigerian government be looking into this? Because this almost sounds like maybe the SARS agents are not being paid enough. And because they're not being paid enough, then they should be looking into it. And as Charlie said, they shouldn't just grab a group of men from the police force. Maybe they should train them more, educate them more, because it's not right and it's not cool. Basically, the police force that's supposed to protect people from the robberies have turned into the robbers themselves.
That's exactly what it is.
It's kind of like, you know, in America, the drug force, you know, the police officers that are in the drug force that are meant to get the drugs off the street. Sometimes a lot of them end up being bad cops and they end up selling the drugs. Like when they go and they arrest the drug dealers, they take the drugs and then they end up putting the drugs back on the street.
Listen, just like Fal said in his music video, this is Nigeria. Nigerians, you have to do better. We have to move on though to the next topic. Yazi, what is going on in Ghana?
Oh my God, this topic, long story short, a woman died in the custody of a plastic surgeon in Ghana.
What? And
her body was nowhere to be found. And eventually they found out that he illegally stored her body in the mortuary. Like that's where, yes. So a lady went to do surgery and she told her mom that she was going for a regular doctor's checkup. Because as you know, in Ghana, in Africa, a lot of people don't want people to know that they're going to do surgery. So no one knew that she was actually going to do the surgery. Everyone thought that she was going for a doctor's checkup.
Right.
So come Monday, her mom doesn't hear from her. Her mom is calling her. She's not getting anyone. And then finally somebody picks up and is like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, your daughter's here, whatever. Come to the hospital. They advised her to come with a guy. She came. They wouldn't take her to her daughter. Long story short, finally a guy comes, they take her, they've already put her daughter in the freezer, which we all know is wrong because when something goes wrong, a family member is supposed to come and identify you before you're put in the freezer. A doctor can't just put you in the freezer. So the doctor had one of his staff members illegally pretend like they were the lady's brother to put the lady in the freezer. Wow. So now that's when people start raising questions like, if you didn't do anything wrong to this woman, why did you feel the need to
jump the process and do things illegally?
Now, to even take it a step further, this doctor's office has been shut down twice. He's had issues with his licenses. Some people are saying that his license was reinstated. Some people are saying that it wasn't. So the whole story is crazy, you know, and a lot of people are very, very upset at the doctor. So I just wanted to see what your take was on that.
There are several pointers I take from this story. One is education. You see, this is why you have to educate yourself on plastic surgery. You know, thank you. Don't just get up one day and go to somebody's basement to have your behind plumped up. This is what happened. Don't you guys watch Bashed? People get injected with cement, with all kinds of gels because they want to look like Nicki Minaj, Beyonce, and all of that.
They want it for cheap.
And they want it for cheap too. Listen, if you find surgery on Groupon, it's a problem. That's a Groupon. Don't get Groupon tickets or whatever and go get surgery. This is what will happen to you. You're gonna die. And please, take somebody with you now. Why would you go alone? On your own?
Somebody.
Tell somebody.
Like,
you know what I mean?
And can you just carry out such a very strong
surgery,
and nobody knows about it? You just decide to keep it to yourself.
Because you really want everybody to think you just miraculously woke up this sexy. Girl.
When you come back, you start going to the gym.
You better not play.
You see, and the thing is, I blame social media. I blame our celebrities because they don't tell you the truth. They don't, people have their body done, they don't tell you the truth,
but
Yazzie.
I disagree with you on that. The reason I disagree with that, like in this case, for example, everyone was mad at the doctor. People were cursing him. I actually have a friend that posted on her Snapchat, I'm finally glad that this guy is being caught because my friend's mom died in his care. Her friend's
so why
mom.
Have they not
that is not the doctor's fault.
That's what I was going to say.
You have to blame yourself as well.
You blame yourself. First of all, this doctor's office has been shut down twice.
And
why the hell would you go there? If you would have done your research and you would have known that his office had been shut down twice, why would you go there? That's number one. Number two, people don't realize that the anesthesia alone that's given to you for the procedure is what kills a lot of people. Sometimes it's not really that the procedure went wrong. It's wrong dosage. Everybody's body's different. Everybody handles it different. You can just go to sleep and never wake up.
But those other people that are talking now, where were they all this while? Because the reason why we are all humans and we protect humanity is when you go to fire and it burns, you tell the next person, don't go, fire, they burn.
Oh, we don't listen.
You understand?
We don't listen.
So are we saying this is the first time the doctor is actually exposed?
No, he's actually been charged for like murder before in the past. No. There's a lot. There's so much. That's why I'm saying that. And the whole crazy thing about this is that this woman is a government official. The lady that died. She's a whole government official. So for me, it just goes to show how ignorant and nonchalant. And people are not careful because if you would have done your research, you would know whether to go to this guy or not to go to this guy.
And you didn't tell anybody.
Another thing is, a lot of people in Africa, I mean, from the stories that I've heard, have so many businesses they don't have the right license for it. So you see a whole people opening medical spa. And
fake lawyers, fake doctors.
Where did you get your license from?
Spa from where?
From where? Because the last time I checked, Osetre Secondary School is now offering medical courses. So where did you get your medical license from? You know what I mean? They open all this big lavish, especially these celebrities now.
All you have to do is have money.
These celebrities now in Ghana.
Everybody has a spa, everyone has this, and they're not licensed. All they do is just hire people that have gone to school to do it. But I like to go to spas. Like I go to a spa like Senam. I go to like Marie Noel and Accra.
Remember I told you?
Because those people, Senam herself has gone to school for it. She herself does laser treatment. She's there herself doing it.
Yeah. I'm even surprised that people are doing plastic surgery. We can't find healthcare to treat our own president.
Are you listening?
To treat our own president. But you people trust Africans enough to mess with your body, to put you under anesthesia. Like, that's some real faith.
But I mean, African doctors are smart though. Some of the best doctors, even here in America, the head of a lot of the hospitals are Nigerian.
Where are you getting the tools from?
It's true.
They got people with cutlasses talking about
surgery in Nigeria. Never will take
Nigeria.
Never will take lights. Go and do your plastic surgery.
No, it's not that bad. Stop cussing my country.
No, but it's possible.
But you know what?
That Nepa will take lights.
Yes.
Why you are doing surgery?
While you are doing surgery.
All they have to do is change over. They change over and it's all over for you.
They change over. But guess what? Once they changing over, your body doesn't change over and you're dead.
Thank you. The end for you.
I'm glad you brought that up because it has a lot to do with like this picture here. An actress called Nana Frima-Kranti, she's come out and she's done a whole video and she's saying that she wants other Ghanaian celebrities and other Ghanaian officials to come up and speak the truth so this doctor can be freed. Because she's saying that a lot of high-profile people in Ghana have done plastic surgery from this doctor.
From the same
guy. So she's saying that the guy is a good doctor. That maybe something went wrong, which is a possibility. Anything can go wrong in a surgery.
Yeah.
So that's what she's saying. She's urging, like she did a whole video. She's like, this is not right. It's not fair. The way you guys are bashing this doctor. That people should speak up.
But what he did is wrong. He could be a good doctor. We win and we fail. We win and we lose, right? You could have 10 surgeries and lose 2, right?
Yes.
But when you lose a surgery, who gives you the right to hide the body?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's not right.
I think he might have panicked.
He should lose his license, I bet.
And
He should be in jail.
He panicked, and what happens a lot in Africa is we all know that money, and he probably just felt like he can get away with it because of.
So people are really bashing him for it.
It's crazy.
Listen, the next topic is also getting bashed. Ellen Degeneres. So Ellen Degeneres is being accused of poverty porn after posting pictures of poor children in Rwanda. Did you guys hear this story? So if you don't know who Ellen Degeneres is...
Wait, what's poverty porn?
Well, poverty porn is basically someone exploiting poor people to gain sympathy or donations from people. So basically, you take pictures of poor areas, poor children, but it's to
With
the main
$1
idea of it is to get donations from people.
With
So
$1 a day, you can feed a child.
Yes,
can feed it. And then they always have that baby that has fly on the eye.
We've all seen
fly
them.
on eye.
Wait, but this is not funny. Just continue.
Okay,
first.
so Ellen DeGeneres spent a week in Rwanda with her wife. She posted a lot of pictures of gorilla, of animals, and other wildlife. But this last picture she posted...
Is that also wildlife?
No, it's not. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness.
Why are you laughing? It's not funny.
Yeah, so she posted this picture with the caption, "Thank you to the amazing people I met on this trip who helped make it special." But people did not like the picture.
So these are the amazing people.
Yeah, they're saying that she's exploiting them, to gain...
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the picture?
I'm not sure what you. I haven't looked this up, and I had never heard of poverty porn actually till you put this up. But when I read it, what I thought of poverty porn was basically she's exploiting the kids. She's why you taking pictures of poor kids and like posting it on social media.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I totally agree with that. Africa is beautiful, and just like anywhere else, America is beautiful. But there's shitholes in America.
So that's what people were saying.
There are places in America that look horrible, and then there are places in America that are stunningly beautiful. So it's the same in Africa as well. There are places in Africa that are stunningly beautiful, that's prettier than places in America, and then there are places in Africa that are shitty and don't look good as well. But I hate when non-Africans or people in general go to Africa and constantly all they want to show is animals and poor people.
Animals and poor people.
There is so much more to Africa than animals and poor people.
Yeah.
We have amazing malls, amazing movie theaters, amazing restaurants, beautiful places.
But do you guys need help though? Do you need help?
Does America need help?
Exactly.
I'm asking a question.
The whole world, everybody needs help.
That doesn't answer my question.
Don't make it look like it's an African thing.
Do you need help? Yes or no?
I'm asking
money.
But America owes China trillions of dollars. So does America need help?
With all due respect, I'm asking Timani. Africa, do we need help?
We need help.
Okay.
The whole world needs help too.
For me, this is where I come in. If I need help, I don't care what your intention is. I really don't care what your intention is. As long as you help me, that's all that matters.
No, that does
me. No, seriously, for me, like if I meet somebody on the train, right? I don't care what they're going to use their money for. I'm just helping you, and I did my part.
Yes, but
I did my part.
But that does not mean
we just have to stop being sensitive.
No.
It's too much. I'm getting headache.
I know it's okay not to be too sensitive, but that does not mean that every time a non-African comes to Africa, all they'll show us is animals and poverty. That is all we are known for.
Wait, but at the end of the day, I think we need to face the fact that
what is the fact?
Unfortunately, your country, your continent is filled with animals and poor people.
My continent is not filled with animals and poor people.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
Okay, here's the question. Here's the question that I have.
Yeah.
The one thing that Ellen DeGeneres did not post was where she was actually staying. She posted a lot of pictures in the wildlife, pictures with poor kids, which, I mean, I get it. A lot of people like to go to Africa for the safari because our safari is actually natural. It's actually real. Like, we don't have curated water in our safari and curated animals and curated trees. We don't have that. It's natural. So I get it that she wants to see that. But why didn't she show us where she was staying? Because I'm pretty sure that she wasn't staying in a hut. She wasn't staying in a hut. I'm pretty sure she was staying in a 5-star hotel like Kempinski or Golden Tulip.
And the
she was
last
staying in a
floor,
hotel like that. So why didn't she show that as well?
It's like 4.
But Charlie,
Okay, so
I'm not saying that Africans,
say,
I'm not saying that there's no poverty in
actually.
Africa.
If you've been in the bedrooms of Kempinski actually is a really, really nice hotel.
The bedroom doesn't define the 5 stars.
Okay,
it's the reviews that
Where
get.
is Kempinski? I bet we're talking about Africa.
Okay, so my thing is this. How is she going to be impressed with the buildings in Africa when she's living in penthouses and she's living in this and she's living in that? She's not impressed with that. So for me, I can't really attack her because she's not impressed with the buildings in Africa. This is what she does. She helps a lot of people. I know. Africa is not the only places that she helps. She helps a lot of people. Listen, we need the help. For me, I don't care how it comes. If she wants to take pictures, if she wants to take pictures with the animals, if she wants to take pictures, the children look happy. Listen, nobody's forcing them to take the pictures.
No one comes to New York and goes to the Bronx in the ghetto and goes to stand in the trash and say,
they take picture in Times Square.
They go to freaking Times Square
to take picture. Like that's the only place. Times Square is the only place in New York.
They go down to the World Trade Center where it's nice and they take pictures.
You guys got a Times Square in Africa?
Well, yeah, in Ghana we do. In Ghana we do. We got one airport square. In Ghana we do.
Have you been to South Africa? Have you been to Kenya? Have you been to Mauritius? Have you been to Seychelles? Do you know how many countries have beautiful resorts? We're not denying that Africa is beautiful. That's how we're not doing it. My thing is, you need the help.
Exactly.
Yes, we need the help.
How are you going to get it? Tell me how you're going to get it.
I disagree with you on the help because America is a country, right? Forget Africa. America is a country. Ghana is a country. Nigeria is a country. America right now owes China $3 trillion.
But Ghana do we look like they owe them that money?
No, they don't.
We don't owe trillions of dollars. So that help thing that you're saying makes no sense because right here in America we need help.
Everybody,
we need help in
Chicago. The whole world needs help.
It's a freaking war going on in Chicago.
Exactly.
This month alone, like 5 girls have gone missing in Chicago. People are getting shot left and right in Chicago. People are sleeping on the streets.
So what we're talking about is the picture. The picture that's being painted.
That you could get the help. Tell me the ways. If you don't show the people what's really going on.
Does America show what's really going on?
Did America come for you for help?
No. Why not? Did Africa come to America for help?
Every single day, y'all take aid from America. Where else do you think people are getting fed from? All America's second-hand goods is shipped straight to Africa. All the aid goes straight to Africa.
But the image, let her finish, please.
Immediately, Trump said he's going to stop aid. All the Africans were going crazy helter-skelter because they didn't know how they were going to feed again. Without America, without many Western countries, Africa will not be able to sustain itself. Face it, Africa is being sustained by the help, by the aid that is perpetrated from all these poverty
pictures.
If people are not seeing this picture, that $1 a day to feed this child is never gonna come because they're gonna be, you guys got more, so why are your people so bush when they come over here? I beg.
But that $1 a day doesn't even go to the kids.
That's the most important thing.
When you donate $1, the kids in Africa see like 20 cents of it. The rest of it
goes. But hello, did they see something? What were they seeing before you offered their $1?
Boom.
Okay.
I'm just disappointed at the image you guys are trying to create of the entire Africa.
It's a poor country. It's a poor continent. Face your reality and change it if you don't want them to take pictures like this. What do you mean? It's a poor country. It's a shithole poor continent.
Okay.
All right.
That's it.
All right.
Shithole, I disagree. You want to say poor, yes, but shithole, Africa is not a shithole. That is a complete fact. It is not a shithole. Because
why aren't you there? Move home.
Why am I not there?
Move home. I triple dog dare you.
Odera,
move home.
First of all, watch your words, because I actually have an apartment in Ghana. I actually live in
there,
Ghana. I'm here because
Don't
I love MinaTV and I filmed in the
You have an
ABS show.
apartment in Ghana.
That's a fact. Yes,
you have an apartment in
that.
Ghana.
I live in Ghana and I live in
I also
America.
have a house in my village. So so now let us all move back home.
Listen, to be honest with you, my plan last September was to move to Ghana permanently till I started being on MinaTV. And I love this platform. I love the fact that I'm here and I have the best of both worlds. I have the best of living in Ghana, growing up in Ghana, and growing up in America. And I want to share. My experiences
one of the main
with people.
reasons why
so I go
a
back
lot
and
of
forth.
people in Africa are not growing is because we don't like to face the truth.
Thank
the truth
you.
is so bitter and it
take
hurts.
Your high five from over here.
But at some point, we just have to face it. Some of the things that is happening in Africa right now, some of the things that is happening in some of these countries in Africa, it's shithole. It's shithole. It is.
No, okay.
I didn't say all of it. I said some of the things that is happening.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about it in upcoming episodes.
Yes.
And you know it.
Okay.
So it is.
You guys have a point. I'm not saying you don't have a point. There are some effed up situations going on in Africa. There are some effed up situations going on in America. There are effed up situations going on everywhere.
the whole
But
world.
the point I am making is, us Africans, we have to stop sitting back and let foreigners stop showing Africa in a negative light. And
Okay,
show
so basically what you're saying.
That's all I'm saying.
So basically what she's saying is, Ellen DeGeneres, don't take the pictures with them. Let I'll come and take the pictures with them. How about that? Let's move on to the next topic. Simani, what's the next topic?
Oh, I'm next?
Yes.
He said that.
You're talking about Chimamanda?
Chimamanda.
These Nigerian names, boy.
What's going on? What's the next topic?
Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie was in the Daily Show with Trevor Noah recently, and she made some controversial statements because of her feminist movement. Everybody knows Chimamanda is a queen of feminism. So she said she has a problem with men opening the doors for women because they feel women are the weaker sex. That is her opinion. And so she says that women are not the weaker sex. Women are stronger than a lot of men. And she also has a problem in cases of emergency where people always say women and children leave first.
Yeah.
That she has a problem with that because she believes that they are perceived as weak.
Listen,
what do you think?
I am so glad that before you even finished, you said her opinion. I'm so glad that you said that.
Of course.
It's her opinion. You know what? She's very right that women are very strong. And because we're so strong, I need to reserve all my strong energy for other important things. That's why the man is going to open the door for me. Because I'm so strong and I'm so powerful and I'm such a queen, the man is going to open the door for me to show respect. Okay? I don't see anything wrong with men opening the doors for me. I love when guys open doors for me. I actually do. Listen, I want you to get out of the car.
I didn't
I want you to get out of the car and come on the other side and open the door for me to step out. When I'm getting in the car, I want you to open the door. And it's, come on.
I think you guys are not really getting what she's saying. She's not saying that she doesn't like it when men open the door. She's saying that if you're going to open the door for me, then do it because you wanted to. Don't do it because I'm weak. Just because I'm a girl, or just because I'm a woman, or just because I'm a lady.
I don't know.
Don't do it. She's a strong feminist person. She really believes in equality.
Are you sure it's equality she's preaching or supremacy?
No, she's preaching equality.
Most times she comes to me like she's preaching supremacy, not equality.
No, that's how you view it. I think what she's saying is we are equal, right? So I can open the door for you as well. Don't feel like you have to open the door for me because you feel like I'm a girl or I'm a lady. I think that's where she's coming from.
But that makes no sense because
that's courtesy.
That makes a lot of sense to me.
No, that makes no
courtesy.
Exactly. That's courtesy. She's now trying to say that nobody out there is
etiquette, all those things are not.
That
she's
nobody
trying to
out there
nullify
is opening the door for anybody because they're just courteous people that have manners. Only because I see a lady, she's weak. Let me open the door
There's
for her.
so many reasons people do things.
Courtesy demands that if I as a lady is in front of the door before a man, I'm going to hold the door open, and he's going to as a man because hold the door. Thank you.
When a man picks you up for a date, what happens? He's the one that opens the door.
Does that make you weak?
But no. Wait, you want to tell me that there are no dates I've gone from that I open my own door? Like I've done it before. Like I open my I was coming to open. I'm like, thanks, G. I was coming to open your chair. Okay, thanks, G. Like it's a nice gesture, but it doesn't mean that anybody's seeing anybody as weak. Sex. No, and that's my problem with this feminism issue. Why does everything that pertains to what female roles and male roles have to do with the female being weak? Why can't it just be with the female being special? Can we talk about that? Because that's essentially, she spoke about chivalry as well, that the premise behind chivalry is because a woman is weak. No, the premise behind chivalry is because a man is letting you know that I understand you as a woman can do things for yourself. But for the fact that you're in the presence of a gentleman, I want you to have a new experience. Do you understand? I want you to, take it a few seconds and take some time for yourself so you know that you're special. And then the one about women and children, I can't deal with that. What do you mean? Please, if in the state of an emergency, if an emergency is happening, how do you expect for life to continue if it's only men
that are left behind?
You
want to protect the women and you want to protect the kids. You want to protect the kids because the kids haven't grown to their full potential. They're still kids.
The women have to
procreate. How is it going to grow? But the men are dead, so how are you going to procreate?
Because at the end of the day, the children, amongst children, there are going to be girls and boys, right? Exactly. So women are the ones that control culture, control family. They'll be able to train those children to, recreate population. Also, why is women and children? Because we're in the time of an emergency, nobody's going to say who is pregnant here. People assume that any lady at that point can be pregnant. Right. So you want to say exactly. Do you understand what I'm saying?
It's just common sense.
She's just too deep in her shit.
Exactly. And that's why
Forget deep. This is the reason why I always tell people, yes, it's great to have role models. It's great to have mentors. But you yourself have to read, explore, learn, and get to know about things.
Exactly.
Because this thing that she's saying, I don't know. It seems like she might be off a little bit. I don't know.
And she's not even normal.
I love her, by the way.
I love her.
She said she complained about being, she said she knows some men that she's even stronger than. Come on. Sometimes she sounds like she's fighting a cause too much.
And she throws me off the feminism thing. If this is what feminism is, I'm not a feminist because I believe everybody. Listen, when they say stay in your lane, stay in your lane. Now, what she needs to be talking about?
I don't like the stay in your lane thing.
Stay in your lane means do what you can do. Okay, for example, she spoke about, she attacked Hillary about why is the first thing in your bio wife. If you're talking about feminism and you say that it's about females having choice, what if my choice is that I want to be a wife?
So she's not a wife anymore.
What if I want to be identified as a wife first? What if being a wife is more important to me than being a woman that ran for president of the United States of America?
Exactly.
Like, why can't that be Hillary's choice? They make it seem as if anybody that wants to be a princess or wants to be pampered or wants to be taken care of is a sin. Why? The female that want to do that.
What do you have to say?
The fact that you have something called feminism, which is your principle, does not mean you have to impose your opinion on every other person. Just like the four of us are here, we have different opinions. The fact that I don't agree with your opinion does not mean I cannot respect it. So what she did to Hillary is totally wrong. And then she was talking about emergency and she doesn't like gender roles and stuff. There's something called instincts. Animals were not taught gender role. They have instincts. For example, if she was my girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, and there's an emergency, somebody points a gun at us, I come in front of her, right, to protect her, which means shoot me first. That's instinct. It's not because she's weak. So I don't think Chimamanda is making sense. Sis, calm down.
She's beautiful.
Write books. Write more books.
Well, I guess they told you about yourself, shit.
She's beautiful. She's intelligent. But on this stance, I don't agree with her at all.
Me too.
I don't. It's like saying that me opening the door for an older person means they're weak. No, I like to open doors for older people for respect.
Yeah.
It's a respect thing for me. I like to get up and let an older person sit because it's a respect thing for me. I like to get up and I like to let kids sit because I want the child to be comfortable. It has nothing to do with being weak at all.
Well, you know who's not comfortable? Our next topic, Davido is not comfortable.
I love
Oh God, please, I beg. Don't come in.
Yeah, Davido's not comfortable at all.
Listen.
He's on fire. Fire, boy.
We're not singing that song over here. I beg. No.
What do you mean? Don't you like the song?
That song by
Don't you
We
like
are
the
not
song?
promoting any Davido here.
We are promoting.
Because according to Mr.
Instablog.
I'm not even going to mention any names because I'm not giving anybody any type of
popularity.
promo, any type of popularity
Oh my God.
on my platform, on my show, that I get to speak
Come
my
on, tell us the story.
opinions. Somebody who is a Davido D writer, a Davido small boy, a Davido son, who every weekend goes to Davido's uncle's house to go and kiss you know what, because they're rich and powerful people. Remember we had an episode here where we spoke about the Davido and Chioma situation.
What happened?
I'm telling you, we spoke about it and I spoke my opinion about Davido and Chioma. This person reposted it on their social media, talking a whole bunch of nonsense about me, saying that I talk too much and that he would never date a woman like me because one day we're bound to fight. First of all, mister, I want to tell you right now, I am not Mayweather and I am not Muhammad Ali. So I'm not interested in dating a guy that wants to fight me in the first place.
For me, if you're not going to mention the person you are talking about, don't bring it to the playground. Mention the name. Who are you talking about?
It's not about, I don't
so
want
what's the story? What's the story?
What's his name? What's his real name? I don't want to, because I only know.
Tunde Ednut. This is way for your followers. Miss Yazzie has a message for
waste
you.
of a nuts. No wonder you call yourself Mr. Tunde Nuts. The nerve of you. Then what are you? You don't like women that can speak their mind? Like you sound like a weak man. Like you want to have a woman. He wants to have a woman like Shioma.
What
a woman
happened?
that you're going to sit back and you can have 10 kids. You can do whatever you want and you buy her a used Porsche and she's happy.
All right, so let me tell the story.
Yes, you tell the story.
Tunde,
because
Tunde
I'm
posted,
upset. I'm hot.
What happened?
Tunde posted a little clip of our show on his page, and in the caption basically was going in on Yazzie, saying that Yazzie is blabbing and Yazzie doesn't know what she's talking about. And
what is an abebelube? What is
that you talk too much?
Abebelube. Just because Yazzie was stating her opinion on Davido and Chioma's relationship. And he hashtag Abebelube, meaning Yazzie is talking too much and Yazzie is blabbing. So he was just going on and on about how Yazzie talks too much. But here we are today. There's been a video out where Chioma and Davido's relationship is like a little rocky.
Listen, I said it from day one. Like, when you're in a relationship and it's a real relationship, you don't need to prove it to the world. You don't need to show it to the whole world for the whole world to know. The moment that you feel like you need to go the extra mile, you need to buy her a car, you need to do this, you need to do this, it means that you really truly have something to cover up. Now, listen, I wish them nothing but the best, you know? I mean, the streets talk, though, and it's out there that Davido is the #1 Ashao. I mean, it's just what the streets are saying. I mean,
I saw that in the comments.
Listen, it's just what the streets are saying. It's not what I'm saying. I've never seen Davido with another girl or anything.
But Ashao is Ashao now.
All right, so let's watch the video, guys. I want us to watch the video, and then when we come back, you'll continue.
I want to blow the hot.
Yo, I'm your fucking Insta, you know. Hey, look, you're on Insta. Look, both of you. Shama.
Wow.
What happened?
So in the video, I heard Davido said, "Come and get this girl, oh," and then Chioma is saying, "Leave me, leave me, leave me." So it sounds like there's a confusion going on. Hashtag confusion going on.
But people fight now.
Okay, forget that people
do fight, but
how dare you talk to your girlfriend like that?
What did he say?
On camera.
The same girl that you were praising, the same girl that he sat there and he said, and if you guys remember,
so because you praise girl, you can't get mad at her.
No, remember when this Assurance song came out, I was their #1 fan. I thought it was so cute for a young African artist to be praising his girl. Like, I think it's a beautiful relationship they have going. So I started reading all of these things and I was like, wait, and it proves it here. How dare you say to your girlfriend in front of your friends, "Come and get this girl," oh? How will your friends respect her? It doesn't matter if you're arguing with her or not. If it's just you and her, it's different. But in front of other people, you cannot talk to your girl like that.
Well,
and if it was me, Tunde Nut, and Davido said that to me, I want box slap me, I'll go give him, you know, that's exactly,
really?
yes.
So you slap too?
Yes, I'm a girl and I will talk.
That means you fight now. That means you fight. You are saying you don't want to fight. You can fight now.
I can't fight, but I will check
prove his point.
I will check him. No, I did not prove his point.
You said you would slap.
Loki, you're proving his point, which is why I don't want to date a girl.
Yes, that's why he doesn't want to date somebody like you. That's why he doesn't want to date somebody like you, because people will fight every day.
And I don't want to date him.
Who is the captain of the ship?
You know why I don't want to date him? What kind of man sits there and blogs and gossip about other women? That is not a manly trait. That is a woman trait. And then on his thing, it says, "Don't call me a blogger." What are you? You are a blogger, dude.
Okay. Leave Tunde not alone.
Listen, let me find out you're part of the kids, the Davido family, you know. Let me find out.
You said
all
what?
Of you artists. I don't know, because it's like everything we say about Tunde, it's like you're defending him. So I don't
relax,
know.
Relax,
are you
relax.
a part of that?
Relax,
Let's kiss Davido's ass because
relax.
I'm an artist.
First of all,
I love this. This is fun.
First of all,
do this more often.
Will you keep quiet? First of all, I'm not an ass kisser. That's one.
Shame.
If I was an ass kisser, I would be one of the biggest artists already, because there are so many ass that I would have kissed to blow.
That's true.
But I'm never going to lick anybody's feet because I want to blow. That's separate.
That's true. That's true.
What now? Then secondly, for Tunde Ednut Tunde Ednut is just an entertainer. Sometimes it's not everything he says that you have to take seriously by the book.
Yeah.
He says things for shock value. That's one thing about staying relevant. That's one thing about bringing audience to your page. So don't judge him with that.
Okay.
Yes. So, but for this Davido and Chioma, I don't think they have a very serious issue. I feel they just have a little misunderstanding. The fact that he said, come and get this girl, I don't accept that.
Yes,
because
that's
I
what
respect
I don't
women.
like either.
I was raised as the last child of 5 and I had 3 other sisters and they taught me how to respect a woman. You know, I respect you now. So I would never support that. But I don't think there's fire in any mountain.
All right, so we're really going to update our viewers. If anything happens, trust me, we're going to bring you that.
But
we gotta go.
I know we gotta go, but I have to put in my 2 cents. At the end of the day,
you're talking too much.
I am the queen. Where's my crown? Next episode, you have to bring me a crown. Queen of Abelupe. So, I'm not Nigerian, by the way. I'm not Nigerian, so I'm allowed to say it wrong. But all I was going to say is there are certain situations when you get in, you have no choice. You have to make the relationship work. So at this point, like, even if Chioma was going through really, really serious things with Davido, is she really going to walk away?
What are you trying to say now?
I'm just saying that fact.
I beg.
Thank you so much for tuning in one more time. And also,
Queen of the Abelupe.
Until next time you're watching the ABS show, this is MinaTV. Bye.
Thanks for watching. And if you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.